If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the Filthy Capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at insori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy merch.
Buy merch indeed, a child shall lead them.
To buy our merch.
Yes, dear listener, yes, dear listener, yes, dear listener. We're coming at you in 1440p, bitches.
Yes, we are.
Just one of the many other reasons why this channel is superior to every other channel on YouTube.
Oh, this is kind of creepy. I was adding in the Ring Around the Rosie characters, but when I removed the background, they got kind of like ghostly. I think I'm going to leave them like that.
Yeah, do it. That's a good little double entendre there.
Yes, sir. Okay. Up next on our birthday beatdown is Opeth, the Leper Affinity. Wait, did I get a timestamp? 2:31. Okay. This is what DJ Ben has to say. Next up is the opening track off of Opeth's Black Water Park, The Leper Affinity. The second song on this album, Bleak, was Vin and Sori's second reaction to Opeth. It's taken a long time to come back to this album. They did the title track and hated it. But here we are once again. The Opeth, The Leper Affinity, Blackwater Park 2001 album. Let's check it out.
All right, here we go. We're doing the whole record?
No.
That Shylum or whatever thing is, you see that there, Missy? You see that there?
Oh, it's the official video.
All right, Opeth. Here we go, guys.
Might get you blocked.
The Leper
Benji.
Affinity. Here we go. song. You seem very...
I
What was going
love
on with
their
you there?
piano stuff. Like the beginning and ending of the songs, I just really, I could just listen to that piano for hours. That style of playing.
Yeah.
It's
What
just
is that, like jazz or something like that?
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I gotta have Archero here. Archero knows what the thing is. He's like, you're a fan of, I think it's jazz, I'm not sure. But it's obviously undeniably amazing music at the end.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, so were you following along with the lyrics or what?
Not really, to be honest with you. I did on some of it, like the bridge, lost our days of spring, you sighed and let me in. Keep the beast inside, shackled within my hide, screaming out too late, losing to my hate, grew together with your skin and paced the trails of sin. Like that bridge was crazy, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's start at the beginning because I was not always watching those lyrics. We entered winter once again, guys. It's April 6th, and we just had another big nor'easter here in Maine. So
I'm going to show you that picture from
I was like, wait, what the fuck?
From the backyard.
Yeah.
Such a disaster. This state is cursed. Go ahead.
Naked, freezing from my breath. What is this? Neath the lid, all limbs tucked away. This coffin is your abode from now.
Beneath the lid, all limbs
like
tucked
beneath.
away.
Yeah, what am I doing?
This coffin is yours from now and onwards.
Is your abode from now and onwards. And what is the coffin? Is it the coffin of winter? Like winter's...
It looks like winter is itself the coffin that you're stuck in.
I don't want to sound like super depressing here, but honestly, the state of Maine, winters are... They used to be different, like back in the day when like my parents were younger. There was a lot. I love the snow.
When we had climate change.
Yeah, I guess there was a lot of snowstorms. I mean, like so much snow that they would have to put like a tennis ball on top of the antenna of their car, so that way you could see beyond the snowbanks if somebody was coming around the corner. It was so much snow. They would have so much snow around Christmas that you'd have to walk.
It's little
to church.
things like that.
Yeah,
But
it's not like that anymore. It's like it's just enough snow to like make a mess, because then they throw like sand and salt everywhere, and so it just like turns into this like just gross mess, and the sky is gray. I don't like gray skies. It's a hard life here. Like it's dark and it's very wintry. So when they explain that we entered winter once again, naked, freezing from my breath, neath the lid of all limbs tucked away, this coffin of your that's this has become my experience.
Your body is mine to avail. So like if this is just the winter, or just the outside talking to this person who got stuck in a snowstorm or whatever,
I just don't
like
know
that
if
would
it's
be the
hate.
conversation.
Yeah, true. But I don't know. Lost are the days of spring you sighed and let me in. Keep the beast inside, shackled with my hide, screaming out too late, losing to my hate. I didn't know if the winter, like hate, is personified as winter.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see how
Miami South Beach.
a person could somebody put the temperature in
No,
Miami?
we may end up in Florida at some point. Who knows?
Oh, Matheson. Yeah, just move to South Beach. Yeah, we'll get right on that. We'll do that tomorrow. Weirdos.
So do you think that
I think it's just winter is
hate is personified as winter?
Yeah, I think he's characterizing the winter as being, because it is cruel. I mean, there's no let up. It's not like the winter looks at you and goes, "Oh man, this guy's all shivering and shit. Maybe I should." You know what I'm saying? It's like unforgiving. It's cruel. Your body is mine to avail. Such a tragic sight you are.
You guys are gonna think this is an exaggeration, but on the really cold days when the wind blows, like literally, you can get a brain freeze, like you ate your ice cream too fast. But your face. Literally, your face feels like it's freezing. Your skin, you can't move your mouth very good. It's weird,
your
bro.
Your face is literally freezing.
I mean, and imagine what it's like for this face. I have no beard to protect me.
Yeah.
You must catch a little warmth with this.
Well, actually, what it does is it catches the moisture and freezes on it, so you have a little Christmas
are you serious?
tree. Yeah, and you have a little Christmas tree on your face. It's not. It's not fun at all. It's
No,
disgusting,
no.
actually.
It's disgusting. Oh, yeah, like, and you're breathing here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I'm glad I don't have a beard. All right.
I am beyond death. Look, your body is mine to avail. Such a tragic sight. You are a slave under my creed, spurring me with those tears. This is what I'm saying. Like the winter, like it just doesn't care. Shout out to the big homie Kai. The winter's beautiful to Kai, but but Kai is like one with his environment.
And again, they probably get like a better amount of snow. And where Kai goes and takes those pictures, they're not throwing nasty salt and sand all over it and creating a big mess. So I get that. It's beautiful when you go into the into the woods like that and you just experience the quiet of a storm is like nothing you've ever heard before. It's kind of weird, but it's really true. Like the sound of silence is a real thing. And the sound of a peaceful silence, man. I used to love that. I'd go out into the backwoods there and just so calming.
Fever mirrored ghosts, nighttime consolations, cross the line, draw murder into art, sleep inside.
Where is that? Drive murder. Oh, there it is.
Good God. This guy can write his ass off. That, if I'm going with the idea that he's singing, he's personifying the environment itself, or he's anthropomorphizing the environment. When he talks about draw murder into art, it would be it would basically be when you see a beautiful snowfall, like when it's there and it's like untouched and it's so aesthetically pleasing.
So wonderful, yeah.
Underneath all that snow is a bunch of dead something.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And that snow has killed a bunch of somethings. Mm-hmm. But we're looking at it as artistic, right? It's like this look at the beautiful snow. But it draws murder into art because the way the snow kills all these things is beautiful in the sense of, So I thought that was a crazy line. Like if you're going to go with this, like where the environment itself, like, is some horrible killer that kills in a way that is aesthetically pleasing, that's kind of spooky. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's like a spooky idea. But
yeah, especially like, that show that we're watching, well, the one that you said, I'm so bored, and you turned it off.
Yeah.
Like, the scene where they lost and everybody was frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you look, it says, where did it go? There's something else that happened right.
By the way, babe, I love what you did here with the lyrics. This is very aesthetically pleasing.
In the wake of this relief, shivering, longing for more, insanity at its peak, love me to my death. Because when people are, they start losing their minds toward the end when they're
freezing to death.
About to freeze to death. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shivering, longing for more, insanity at its peak, love me to my death. That's when then people start taking off their clothes.
I was
going
to say they take off their clothes, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they start sweating, so they think, oh, actually, my body's kicking into gear.
Yeah.
But, like, even people that are trained, I was reading the story of this guy that was like, he's trained, he knows what he's doing. He knows that you hit that point. And he said he could not believe, he survived. He said he could not believe, like, when he got to that point. I don't even know. He might have even taken his jacket off. But he said, like everything in him was telling him, take your jacket off. Even though he had the training and he knew he was going to get to that point. It was just incredible.
It says, I am beyond death midst a dreaming affinity, saving strength now, faint whispers, come erotic communion in its splendor. So, the communion there, I think, is your own death, because when those people talk about it, they just talk about it like, oh man, I just want to go to sleep, I want to take a nap, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And so there's a sort of, erotic sense to it in the sense of, like, it's a very tempting type of, just go to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's sort of, again, like you're trying to anthropomorphize the weather. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of like the weather is sort of like, those sirens. Like,
that's what I was just going to say.
Yeah. So
literally, I said, well, and I was going to say the siren.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, so it functions. See? You got to go with somebody. You got that connection. Wavelength. Tell the truth. But yeah, like that, like think of, so I just thought it was a really interesting way to talk about the cold. Specifically, I had in my head, what do you call it? What's that place? Mount Everest? Mm-hmm. Where, like, that they just leave
the...
What do you mean, that body? There's, like, a bunch of them up there. A bunch of them up there, and they just leave them up there.
Bro, I'm sorry, but if I know that there's bodies on the trail and we're just gonna, I don't want to go. I don't have any interest in that. I'm not judging anybody that wants to go and wants to see, but my God, that is so morbid.
I'm 100% judging everybody. Why would you do that when you don't need to?
I just don't get it.
You don't need to. You don't need to. Why? Why? I don't see the need for it. But you know.
So then we hit the bridge, and then this is where it talks about the hate thing, and I love this because...
Lost are the days of spring. You sighed and let me in. Keep the beast inside, shackled within my hide. Screaming out too late, losing in my hate. Grew together with your skin and paced the trails of sin.
That part, it was just crazy because I think that the song is, personifying winter as hate. And so if you go with that interpretation, and he's saying lost are the days of spring. So... the days of spring would be the opposite of hate. The opposite of hate, would you say, would be love?
I just think that the hate there is, how hateful do you have to be to continue to torture somebody after you've beaten them? Because the winter is just completely cruel. Mm-hmm. And he already described winter as cruel and sort of being this unrelenting sort of bad guy. So I just took it as losing to my hate is... the temperature itself. Okay,
I'm just going to say when I saw this part, because this was the one piece of the lyrics that I pulled out away from all the other song while the song was taking place. And so I thought Lost Are the Days of Spring was like the opposite of hate. So the days of spring would be the time that you had where hate wasn't all consuming to you, because hate does have a way of consuming. Lost are the days of spring, you sighed and let me in. Keep the beast inside, shackled within my hide. So I thought that the beast was like he's trying to shackle hate within himself so it doesn't take him over. And which I think is an interesting concept, because I don't think it's actually possible. I think that hate has to actually be let out, but not let out in the sense of pouring out your hate on other human beings. Like, I think there is a place to get hate out, and I think that that's part of healing. But that there's healthy ways of getting it out, and there's really unhealthy ways of getting it out that actually just like makes hate bigger. And then when he said, losing to my hate, grew together with your skin and paced the trails of sin. So I thought what he was saying here was when he's losing to his hate, that was like the hate that he had shackled inside of himself that was in his hide was actually starting to take him over. And then when he said grew together with your skin, I thought it was like it's becoming a part of him. Like his hate is no longer something that he can keep hidden inside. It's becoming a part of him. And then it paced the trails of sin. So it set the pace for the sin that he was like participating in, or the way that he was destroying other people or destroying himself. It set the pace for it as the hate grew, which I love trails. I have this memory of Vinny and I, we went in the woods, and it was like my perfect time of day. I love when the sun is orange, but not like right before it's going to get dark, like when the sun's about to go down. I don't really like that time. It kind of depresses me because I know I'm about to lose the sun. But when it's before that and it's just like that bright burning orange, and it was exactly like that. The trees, the leaves were perfect. The greenery was like just stretching over into the path, and there was like 2 paths to take, and both of them were just equally wonderful. And Vinny was like, okay, which way do you want to go, left or right? And I really wanted to do both, but you could not walk both paths in that light. You could only pick one. So I picked left, and I go back to that path so many times, and I always want to go right with you. And I stand there and I'm like, Vinny, let's go right. But I don't know what's down that path, so I can never see, like, in my mind that the memory ends because you can't go right.
Yeah, you have to make something up.
Yeah, but so yeah. So when I think of paths and trails and the pace that you set, like, there's leisure, there's fast, we've done paths where we've like almost died from exhaustion running so fast.
I messed up my ankle.
Yep,
pretty bad on that.
I'm pretty sure it was that same day, to be honest with you.
I was just trying to do them shoot drills with you. I was like, tap my shoulder, you weirdo. Alright, what do you get the song?
I really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to go for a 9.8. Yeah, 9.8.
This is a prog song, and it's a standard. I felt like the song could have been 46 seconds less and it would have done better. I'm going to give it an 8.9. Shout out to all the proggers and all their
Ben
wonderful
gives this one a 10.
progginess. We have another song on the way, dear listener, on the other side of the break.
Yep.
We
be
shall
right back.
return. Vin and Sori, Ben Bear. By the way, Ben, congratulations. Happy birthday. We'll see you on the other side of the break. It's
Ben,
official
email
now.
me back. I sent you an email.
It's official now. I'm Ben.
I'm sorry.